So I've taken a short on pound dollar after price came into the daily time frame, this pin bar, this wicks 50%, and rejected it a few times on the 15-minute and the 5-minute time frame. So on the 15-minute, we came in, we put in this market structure shift just before, as we rejected that level where it trapped a lot of sellers. Anyone wanted to sell will look at that and think we have a market structure shift. However, straight after, we pushed up, took our liquidity off the high and wicked above the 50% one more time and closed above it on the 5-minute, and then we've pulled back down, and then we come and retested that 50% off that daily time frame wick. And I'm predicting I've taken my entry at that level and stops above these high and targets at the low at this level. I've also highlighted this 50-minute order block, so if price comes to this 15-minute order blocks 50%, I'll take target ones off at that level. So let's see how price plays out. I've taken target ones off at the low of the previous candle, which also aligns with that 50% off that order block. And then I'm going to let the rest of the trade play out. I have also moved my stop above this high, so essentially making the trade break even, or break even if it does come back up, and take my stops out. So let's see how that plays out. I do anticipate this candle, the current hourly candle, to be a bearish engulfing candle, especially because I was anticipating that pattern for a while, especially after we started printing these indecision candles. We got this bearish pin bar, this green pin bar, followed by this inside bar candle, and then after that I was anticipating a bearish engulfing candle, which we didn't get, and then the bearish pin bar pattern is printing again, potentially, depending on how the current hourly candle closes. And if that's bearish, then we might see price push down to these lows, right? So I'm not going to target down to that low. I'm okay. I'll target down to the start of this structure level. After seeing price consolidate sideways, especially after the fact that we made a new low, price came down. I have my targets there. Took out that low, failed to come back down, and failed to make a new low, and continued to make higher highs, higher lows. I moved my stop to break even, and I got out a break even. We also never saw that bearish engulfing candle on the 1 hour time frame after entry, which is something I've seen that as something that, you know, made me want to get out of the trade as early as I could anyway. So yeah, and especially after seeing these lows being holding, especially at, I believe this would be at the 50-minute order block. This order block's 50% was holding continuously over and over again. I ended up moving my stops to break even. I believe as price was consolidating around this area, I exited the trade. Since then, we have, next day pushed up and then continued to push higher during the London session, and then found resistance at these highs where prices started to displace lower. And ideally, I would still want to see price come down, find support somewhere, and continue its move up to these buy side liquidity. So that's the trade.